Hello everyone, this is AJ Swindell, and I am the CEO of Always Win Incorporated, where we teach you financial education that is not taught in school. I am a professional real estate investor, musician, and music producer. Today's topic is rent to own. I will be explaining how rent to own works and the type of requirements and qualifications you need to have in order to get into a rent to own home. Before I get started, please make sure you click the subscribe button below so that you will be the first to receive any of my new videos. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that most rent to own homes do not require a realtor. In most situations, the rent to own home is a direct contact between the buyer and the seller. Therefore, there are no real estate commissions, which is a plus. Every rent to own situation is different, and it really depends on what the seller requires. So, I am going to give you a general list of what most sellers look for when applying for a rent to own. Number 1, you need a non-refundable down payment, which is also known as an option payment. Number 2, you are going to pay monthly payments to the seller for a specified term. The term can be 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. It all depends on what is in the lease. Number 3, sometimes part of the monthly payments go towards the asking price of the home. Sometimes it does not. It really all depends. Number 4, you as the buyer are responsible for all maintenance, repairs, and utilities. You must keep in mind that you are renting this home to become the new owner of the house. This is not a landlord and tenant situation where you're calling up the landlord every time something breaks down. When you become the owner of a home, there is no landlord to call. You are the landlord yourself. So it is your responsibility to fix anything that breaks in the house. Last but not least, you will need to get financing from a bank or private lender of your choice to buy the home at the end of the specified term. So overall, the benefits of getting into a rent to own home is that you don't have to have perfect credit. You don't have to go through the bank's guidelines because you're dealing directly with the seller. The only time when you're going through the bank is when you're trying to get financing from the bank to buy the home out and have the deed of the home transferred over into your name. So keep in mind, while you are living inside of the rent to own home, you will be working on your credit so that you will be able to get financing at a low interest rate to buy the home. Now, when your lease term is over and it's time for you to get financing from a bank or a private lender to buy the home, here are a list of things that the bank is going to require. Number 1, you need at least 2 years of job history. The banks want to know that you have been working on your job for a minimum of 2 years. This proves that you have consistent and steady income. Number 2, you need to have a credit score of at least a 620 and above. You really want to shoot for a 700. A 700 credit score will give you some of the best interest rates. Number 3, the banks will require copies of your W-2s, 1099s, 2 years of tax returns, bank statements, and a letter from your employer. Number 4, your income must be 3 to 4 times the monthly mortgage. For an example, if the mortgage is going to be $1,000 a month, you must make at least $3,000 to $4,000 of income a month in order to qualify for a mortgage that is $1,000 a month. Your debt to income ratio also plays a big part on how much you will be able to afford a month. For example, if you make $100,000 a year, but you have debt of $50,000, the banks are going to subtract that $50,000 from the $100,000 that you make per year and classify your income as making $50,000, not $100,000. Okay, so you have to remember that. The bank will deduct the amount of money that you owe in debt from the amount of money that you make per year. Number 5, if you are getting an FHA loan, which is normally for first-time home buyers, the down payment is normally 3 to 5% of the purchase price. If you are getting a conventional loan, the down payment was 5%, but I believe it went down to 3% now. So it's like you are paying a down payment twice. When you are first getting into the rent-to-own home, you are giving the seller a non-refundable down payment. And when you're getting ready to buy the home, you also have to have a down payment to the bank as well. Number 6, you have to pay closing costs. The closing cost is normally 7.5% of the purchase price. So let's give an example. If the purchase price of the home is $200,000, then we're just going to multiply that by 7.5%, which gives us a total of $15,000. So let's put all the numbers together here. So let's say, for an example, you are getting an FHA loan from the bank and you only had to pay 3% of the purchase price. And the purchase price is $200,000. So 200,000 times 3% equals $6,000. That's how much money that you would have to come up for your down payment. Plus, we're going to add the $15,000 that you need for your closing cost. So the total you will need to finance this home out of your pocket is $21,000, plus the non-refundable down payment that the seller is going to require. If the seller requires a non-refundable down payment of $15,000, then just add the $15,000 onto the $21,000. Then you will need a grand total of $36,000. Keep in mind that there are some grants out there that will help cover the closing costs and the down payment as well. If you are interested in real estate investing and would like to be the owner of a rent-to-own home where you can get paid 4 times when you sell the home, plus you can get financing on how to acquire rent-to-own properties with very little to no money and no credit out of pocket, then click on the down arrow below this video, and there you will see links to my other real estate videos as well. Also, if you are interested in learning how to buy, renovate, and customize your own home with little to no money, then feel free to reach out to us. Here is our contact information. You can call us, email us, or text us from 9 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If this video was helpful to you, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and send this YouTube link to all of your friends and family. My goal is to help you succeed in economic trends and show you how to always win.